Janet, Try It Like It Created, and today's tag is going to be an embossed inking tab. And so what I have in front of me is a brayer. I have some white pigment ink, and I have a piece of cardstock that came from Park Lane Pastels. Now I grabbed this at Ollie's, but if I can find it online for you, I will link to it. But this was a great pad of, does it say how thick it is? It is a little bit thicker. It says it's textured. It is 4.5 by 6.5, but it doesn't give a weight. I would guess maybe 65 to 80 pound paper. So I went ahead and sent it through my Gemini, and you can see here that it embossed well. And it looks like it has a white core to it because I'm seeing some white coming through. Can you see? I think the paper is cracking in a little bit in a few areas, and that's okay because I'm going to apply white on top of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ink pad in Snow Flurries, and I'm just going to apply it onto my brayer here. And it's not applying as smoothly as I thought it would. I'm okay with that. I was going to see if we lightly go over the top here. Yeah, it's going to do what I want it to do. It's just going to color in the areas that are raised, which is what I want. And if I were to swipe the ink pad over the top, we may get ink in areas where I don't want it. So using a brayer with your ink like this could be paint. I went ahead and did ink thinking that it would dry a little faster than using wet paint. And I'm just being particular now about the areas that get covered in the white. So there it is. I'm going to clean up my white ink mess here, and then I'll be back to show you the rest of the tag. I wanted to show you, I went ahead and used a heat tool on it, and the ink kind of soaked into the paper a little bit and became this kind of pink look. There's still a little bit more white. I don't know if it's because I heated it. It was white while it was wet, but as I heated, it became this soft pink color. I'm okay with that. I went ahead and took some of this felt ribbon that I have from the Dollar Tree that's in purple, and I thought this would look really nice along the bottom here. So I thought we could do that. And then I grabbed some words that I've cut out of different things, and so what I have here is cardstock with packing tape over the top to make it shiny. So there's that option, just another version of purple. This is like a duct tape. I don't think it's duct tape brand, but it's, it is a decorative tape. I think I picked this one up at the Dollar Tree. It's purple. I put it on release paper and went ahead and cut it, and I just leave it in place until I want to use it. So that could go on there as well. And then I have one here. This is aluminum tape from the hardware store, but I applied like a smear of alcohol ink over the top of it. I don't know if the colors are showing up there. It's really subtle coloring. Same words. And then this is the same thing as that. So those are my options. I don't know which, kind of like the silver. And these are sticky, so these will stick down. This will not. This is cardstock, so I'd have to use glue behind it. And in fact, I don't really care for that solid purple, so that answers that. That works okay. I actually do like the silver the best, so I think that's the direction we're going to go. But I have to stick this down first. So let's go in with some wet glue here on the back of this. Now these are felt, but it feels like there is something like maybe some sizing or something on the back here. So I'm thinking my glue isn't going to soak too much into. I say that now I see it soaking into the felt, but I didn't think it would soak in because the felt was stiff. But let's see if we can get this to stick. And I'm just going to go with something like that right there. And I think we're going to need a little bit of weight while it sits. So let's do that. And then let's decide which word we want to put on here. I kind of like the idea of magic. So I might just go ahead and grab that one. We're going to have to futz with the little dot on the eye. But let's see. Oh, interesting. Look what's happening. The moisture. Okay, that was just the moisture coming up from the glue. Interesting, interesting. All right, so let's see if I can peel this off of here. It's really dainty, and it looks like it is turning on me. And I also have to poke out the centers of those letters. So let's go into these. There's the first one out of the G. Okay, I think they're going to stick in place, of course, so I'm going to have to go in and grab them. And that one just stuck to the back. All right, tweezers, hopefully to the rescue. I am so focused on what I'm doing, I'm hoping I'm in screen and you can see at least some of what I'm doing here. Okay, so there's the first piece off. I really want to be able to get this off so it's not on there. And I also don't want it to interfere too much with what the word says. Goodness, it's still there. It is hanging on. Okay, there we go. Now, to put this down, and because it's foil, it's going to bend all over the place. So I need to, oh goodness, make sure it is staying where I want it. All right. So let's come in with this and burnish it in place. I want it to be firm but soft enough. Okay, I like it. But now we need to get the dot. And if it doesn't come, one, we don't have to have it. And two, we could use a gem instead. And I've done that many times when I don't have the dot on a letter. I think I've got it. Yeah. Believe how small it is. And I gotta move it now. Tell you what, magnifying what I was doing would be helpful. All right, so that's in place now. I think our type is a little bit wonky with the A rising up, but overall, I'm going to be happy with it. All right, so now I'm going to just cut off our excess felt here, our felted ribbon. And hopefully I'm getting enough of it off the edge there. I was thinking that cutting from the back would be better, but actually it's cutting from the front is giving me a cleaner line. All right, so there we go. That, I'm going to call it quits for this. I could add, I don't know, feels a little bottom heavy, doesn't it? I think maybe we do need to go in and add a little bit of something up at the top. I don't think this is what it is, but let me go dig into my stash of embellishments and see if we can come up with something that will work up there. All right, so what we're going to do here is go over the top with bling. And what I have, these are for your, why am I drawing a blank on these? Your dot painting. I know that's not the right word, but these are the individuals that you can buy. This is 5011, and these are silver. Kind of crystally looking. And then I grabbed a bunch of sequins out of this fairy mix sequins from Dress My Craft. So now all we have to do is stick them down with glue. So I've kind of figured out where their placement goes, and now I just need to drop in the glue. My glue bottle is getting a little empty on me, and so let's see if I can get these down where I want them and not get anything moved around too much. Now with the sequins, because they're curved, I tend to put them down what I would call upside down, I guess, because they'll adhere better that way. And you're still going to get the same look, but they're curved up on the outsides instead of raised in the middle. And my glue will dry clear. Hopefully it doesn't interfere too much with the top surfaces of what's going on here. Try to use my glue bottle nozzle without getting too much glue down. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be very successful with that, but all right, where's the back? Where's the front? All right. So now just a little bit of cleanup and let that glue dry, and I'm going to call this finished. Thanks for staying with me to the end. Let me know if you like the technique of the embossing using a brayer. I really like the result. I'm happy with it. It's doing what I want, and I'm not getting excess color anywhere that I don't want it. So that was a bonus for me.